Big shout out to Sporting Icons, best channel out there.
Alrighty then. So Oleksandr Usyk, the unified heavyweight world champion, was asked a question: who is an easier fight for you between Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, and Tyson Fury? Oleksandr Usyk responds with, well, Deontay Wilder would be the easier fight, but I prefer to fight Tyson Fury because I don't want to just take easy fights. In other words, he wants challenges, all that kind of stuff. So him saying that Deontay Wilder will be the easiest fight out of the three, absolutely. Would anybody, quite honestly, hand on heart, disagree with that? If you disagree with that, then I do have to question your knowledge on Wilder and Fury's fight and Usyk's fighting style, because Wilder can't box. No, sorry, that's unfair to say he can't box. He can box, but he opts not to box. And we know he can box because as an amateur, he could box a little bit. As a pro, he just got sucked into this whole fake power of one-punch knockout. But as I said before, when you're just knocking over cab drivers and Asda workers and post office workers and things like that, of course, it's going to look very, very good on your record. And after a while, you're going to get power drunk on it. But eventually, you're going to get so set in your ways that you don't actually box anymore. You don't use the jab, you don't move your feet, you don't try and set traps and all that kind of stuff. All you're looking to do is land that one big right hand. He doesn't know how to do anything else, and that's Wilder. So Usyk would have an absolute play date with Deontay Wilder. He would run rings around Deontay Wilder. He would embarrass Wilder. And Wilder, he loses rounds to people who are not as good as Usyk, who are far slower than Usyk, like Luis Ortiz, for example, like Artur Spilka, for example, a couple of southpaws, just like Usyk. He loses rounds all the time, but he always manages to get out of jail quite quickly by landing that right hand at some point. Again, people say, well, that's all he has to do against Usyk is land that right hand. Well, how are you going to land on something that you can't hit? How are you going to do that? Well, he landed on Fury. Okay, Fury's not as fast or as slick or as clever as Usyk. Fury is a very, very good big man. He is. But he's not a natural southpaw. He's not as fast as Usyk. Intellectually, as far as boxing craft is concerned, ring IQ, if you like, yes, of course. But Usyk is a nightmare for someone like Wilder. An absolute nightmare. But at the same time, Wilder, he's quite unorthodox himself, because at times it looks like he doesn't really know what he's doing himself. So therefore, it's quite difficult for Usyk to maybe predict what Wilder's going to do, and maybe he will get clipped. And for sure, if Wilder does manage to land on the right hand, there is a real chance that Usyk will go down and won't get back up again. There is that chance, of course there is. But the chances of Wilder actually landing that one punch in those 36 minutes, very unlikely. Very, very unlikely. I think that this is probably a very, very easy fight for Usyk. And quite honestly, I see Usyk embarrassing him and stopping him in the first half of the fight. That's how I see it. But hey, you know what? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm okay to be wrong. I don't really have a horse in the race when it comes to it. But anyway, that's my thoughts. You drop me yours. Click thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you next video.